All right, we are back for our 2 p.m. update. Our Baja 500 FishGistics 2 p.m. update is brought to you by Team Ford. Team Ford is out of Vegas. You guys, if you're going to buy a new vehicle, a new Ford or a Lincoln or a used car, you need to go check out Team Ford. Steve is the owner, is a off-road racer himself. He's been really cool to the off-road community for a very long time. He gives money out every best in desert race to the fast qualifier. He's supported us for a few of our adventures on FishGistics, and he's a really good guy. So go buy your new Ford from Team Ford. They'll fly you out, pay for your plane ticket from wherever you're coming from to go buy a vehicle from them. If you want to get a Raptor, they do not charge a markup fee on their Raptor. They're one of the only dealers in the whole country that doesn't do that. A lot of the other dealers, when the new Raptors come out, they have a big markup, but Team Ford does not. So go check out Team Ford. Go to teamford.com. Let's go look at our tracker. All right, we have the the number 11, Rob Mack, still in front. That is our lead vehicle. He's at mile 304. So they are past Mike's. They're going up to the, or they're getting up by Mike's, up this windy, twisty road. This is a very slow, very twisty road. You can see he's doing 34 miles an hour. Cameron Steele is right behind him doing 36 miles an hour. This isn't very fast when you're going up through here. It's a lot of tight, twisty, one lane. There is absolutely zero spots to pass here. I do not foresee Cameron getting in front of Rob Mack unless he has an issue. So this order is probably going to stay the same. I mean, these guys are close. They're within a quarter mile of each other. So Cameron has been sitting in Rob Mack's dust pretty much all day. He started right behind him, and he's stayed on his butt the whole day, and he's been right there. So that's some pretty exciting racing. Luke has been right there all day too. He started third. He's hanging right with these guys. All three of them are driving the whole race themselves. Those three guys. And then back here we got Andy McMillan, Ryan Arciero. Ryan Arciero is actually in fourth. His tracker just hasn't updated again. His tracker updates like every 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It kind of bounces around. But he's going to be back up here, closer to Luke once it updates. Then behind him we have Dan McMillan's truck, who Larry Rossler is now driving. So Larry Rossler is going to drive that thing to the finish. He definitely pre-ran this section a lot. So I would look for Larry Rossler to make up a little bit of time, as much as he really can, through here. He's probably going to be right on Andy pretty soon. I mean, Andy's not slow through here, but these guys, there you go, just updated. See, he's right behind them. They both just updated. 296.9, 298.5. So he's about two miles behind him. Let's see when he gets to the end. I bet you Larry closes that gap a little bit on all these guys, actually. Behind him, we got Arciero, and then Larry Connor. This is the four-wheel drive. Here, this section is where this truck is going to shine. This tight, twisty stuff, watch Larry Connor's truck with Ricky Johnson driving it through this section. He's going to make up lots of time, not lots, but he's going to make up some time. If you had your choice of where you could, what truck you could use in what section, almost everybody would choose the four-wheel drive through this section. It's like WRC style through here. So that truck is running really good. We'll see if that thing can stay together and have a good race. If it does, that thing's the truck to watch right there. It's like we said last hour. Behind him, we got Abdali Lopez. He is hauling the mail. He started way, way, way in the back because he had a bad race at San Felipe. He started, I don't even remember what it was, like 20th or something like that, and he's way up here. Abdali might actually be winning on time right now overall. So he's another one you need to keep an eye on time. So the number 1 and the number 6, those are the two that you need to watch on time from the back. Other than that, let's go look. We'll pull up our map with all the cars on it. There we go. Let's look and see if we can find the first. It's getting a little confusing now because you got cars coming both ways on the highway here. So you're going to see like the 5 car, but they're not actually ahead of the 100 because the 5 cars go in the other direction. So make sure you when you're looking at this, you see which way they're going. Somebody just said Connor's leading on time. That's a number 6. It very well could be. He definitely might be leading on time. Like we said, he started 14 minutes back or so. He might be, he could very easily be leading on time. Like I said, watch that number 6. So Brian Wilson is the first 1 car on the road still. He's at mile 262. Behind him, it is Justin Davis. He is at mile 259. He's going to be the second 1 car. Then it goes back to Brandon Bailey. And then there's some other 1 cars. Here's the first spec truck still. Bryce Swaim, that's the Thunderstruck Motorsports or Thunderstruck, whatever it is, racing Tisco truck. that thing is kicking some butt. Thing is still going. You got 153 Brad Wilson, then the 155, and so on. See, the second, looks like the second spec truck is Jason McNeil. He's at mile 236. Where was that first guy? 236 to 254. He's almost got a 20-mile lead. That truck is smoking everybody right now, that Bryce Swain truck. So that Tisco truck is definitely hauling the mail. For having a spec motor in it, that's a pretty big gap. I mean, look at these other two guys. You know, they're right on each other, John Langley and Jason McNeil. So he's definitely putting some time on them. Let's see, what other class do you guys want to see? Let's see where the first Class 10 car is. Brock Dickerson, is that the first 10 car now? No, it's right here. There's another. Well, maybe. Let's just turn on Class 10. Sort this out. Class 10. All right. Let's see. First Class 10. Yeah, it looks like. Where'd the other ones go? Maybe they stopped updating. Dave Mason, Cody Reed. All right, so Cody Reed hasn't updated in 2 minutes, but he lost some time. Cody Reed in the 1068 is going a little slow. They had some issues maybe because they dropped back a bit. So it looks like Brock Dickerson is in the lead now. That's a brand new Illumicraft. He's a lead 10 car. Dave Mason Jr. and Cody Reed both haven't updated, so they're going to be second and third. I don't know what order though. And then the rest of the 10 cars are back here. So that's your Class 10s. Let's go look at who would be behind them. Maybe we can look at the Class 12s. Let's see. Here's the Class 12s. Make sure nobody's up top. All right. Pretty good race in Class 12. Looks like you got 3 cars all in the fighting for the lead right here. You got the 1208, 1201, and the 1218 all on top of each other. It's a pretty good race in Class 12. Then you got 2 more right here. Let's go look while we're right here. Let's look at Class. Let's see who else is going to be close to them. Maybe the Class 16. Where are they? 1, 2, 16. There we go. Let's look at the 16 cars. Now remember, the 16 cars started in front of the 12s. So got to keep that in mind when we're looking at the map here. First one is 1609, 1625, and the 1603. That's your top 3 16 cars. Then you got another 3 right here, and then back to 2 more. So pretty good race in the limited classes it's looking like today. Let's go look at the Class 1s we already looked at. Class 7, we can go look at Class 7. So there's Jeff Proctor. That's the Honda truck with Pat Daly driving the second half. Jeff is still in the truck right now. They got a pretty good lead on Dan Shamley. He's at 174 and they're at 188. So they got about 14-mile lead so far. And then Mike Perez is back there in 3rd place. Looks like those are the only top 3 cars. You got Brandon Walsh is still coming along. He's at mile 134 in the 701F, whatever that class is. He made his own class, I guess. So that's that. Let's see what else. Who else do we have here? Let's see. Oh yeah, somebody asked with Bryce's truck. So if we go back and look at the one that Cyril was driving, they had a problem and then they were going out to the highway, and you can see now they're on the highway. So number 7, Cyril Dupree driving it. He is out of the race. Bummer for him. His first Baja race is going to get cut short a little bit, it looks like. So that's a bummer. Hopefully he comes back and does it again. I don't know what the issue is. Travis, who is my buddy who would have known what the issue is actually in the 97 riding with BJ Baldwin. So I have no contact on the Menzies team right now to find out what happened with their truck. But definitely a day ender or whatever it is they're on the trailer on the highway now. So that's a bummer for those guys. Let's see what else we can see here. Overall, yeah, let's go look at the bikes while we're on here. Let's zoom out a little bit. See if we can. Let's see, all vehicles. Let's just refresh this real quick for you guys and show you the leaders in the bike class. So here's the leaders. The 7X is the leader, and they're at mile 490. So they're coming back into Ojos. They're going to be back in the Ojos section. 7X is still leading. 1X is behind them by a good gap. That's a pretty good gap there. 7X is definitely smoking everybody right now. They are hauling butt. So 7X is going to be coming into the finish pretty soon. Within an hour or so, they're going to be at the finish line. Probably about an hour. So first bike's probably going to finish around 3:30 would be my guess. There's the second bike. The first quad is the 103. back here at mile 432. They're doing really good for a quad. That's not, you know, usually the quads are not nearly as fast as the bikes, and that 103 quad is going pretty good unless they have a bike with a quad number on it or something. I don't know. That's pretty quick for a quad there. So that's pretty good there. What else do you guys want to see? Anybody want to see anything before we sign off? Somebody said what happened to Empudia number 10. Last I knew he was still going. His tracker is off though. So whenever you see these trackers grayed out like that one and the 54, they're kind of hit or miss. Like it was working and then it hasn't worked forever. See that Troy Herbst hasn't updated in 37 minutes. And Empudia hasn't updated in an hour and 7 minutes. It doesn't mean they're broke. They're probably still going, just the tracker's not working. So Empudia could be way up here with these guys right now. We don't know. You know, the tracker's just not working. Somebody's asking about the number 15, Billy Wilson. He's doing pretty good. He's staying up here right behind the front pack. He's kind of in the second pack. You can see right here. He's in the, this is the lead pack, these three. We got the lead three. Then it comes back to these four who keep jumping around with each other. And then he's actually in the third pack. So then there's a pack of 5 right here. That's the third pack. And then right behind him is this pack with Robbie Gordon and BJ Baldwin. So don't count these guys out either. You got some fast guys coming right here. This is actually a really good race. It's one of the closest races that I've seen in a long time with this many cars. The starting order is really cool. So this is definitely going to come down to the finish. This is going to come down to probably less than a minute for the win on this race. I wouldn't be surprised if it's within seconds of this at the finish. This is a good one. So, all right, I think that's it for this hour of updates. Thanks again to Team Ford. You guys go to teamford.com. If you're going to buy a Raptor, you're going to buy a Super Duty, anything you're going to buy, call Steve and talk to him. He will get you a racer price on it. No hassle. They don't mess around. They're not going to negotiate 10 million times. Just call up Steve, buy your Ford, support the guys that support us, and we will be back at 3 o'clock, and we'll do a check on Class 11 at 3 o'clock. I saw some of you guys asking. We'll check them at 3 o'clock. So we'll see you guys in about 45 minutes.